All right. What's up, guys? How y'all doing? I've been waiting all day to get this right for y'all. So we want to welcome you all to Black Knights Podcast, where facts are loved and feelings are denied. This is brought to you by Influencer Studios. Shout out to Influencer Studios. We're doing great today, and guys, I'm so glad you're here. So let me go check. I'm going back to where I was. Hold on. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to pull up these posts I did because I did a post today on Facebook, and man, it started some mess, but good mess. Okay. Let me see if I can pull it up. Okay. So the question was, I said, if women don't like feminine slash weak men, then why is it a crime for men not to like masculine, strong women? Guys, here you can actually comment in the comments here, and we're going to be able to take some live comments, and we're going to be able to take live phone calls. So if you want to put your answer in, you want to be able to tell us exactly what you think, what you feel. I'm going to leave a number down in a minute, but we're gonna bring that back up in just a second. Um, but man, I got some interesting answers to this, and it was really cool. So let me look here. So I asked the question. I said, hey, um, what? Why can't men dislike? I said the word strong in the post on purpose, and I intentionally did that because I wanted to see which ladies would pick up on what the question was, or would they negate from that question and make it about themselves. And just assure it to perfection, a lot of them made it about themselves. And I got to give a shout out to where's this lady at? Brittany Turner. Brittany Turner actually got the entire question. She got it in its whole entirety. She knew exactly what I was saying, and so wanted to give a shout out to her. But it was really funny that once one lady started saying, how she felt about strong, instead of answering the question about why can't men dislike strong women or masculine women. Um, it then went down the rabbit hole of blame, shame, and basically saying, hey, women can be strong, and we know that, but that was not the question. All right. So with that being said, hold on. Let me go to some of my Facebooks here. I want to get some of my Facebookers here on there. We're gonna give it a little bit. We're just having a little fun here. And let me see here. Let me make sure we get some of these people in, man. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a good time. And let me cut my volume down on my phone so we can make sure. And I want to get you guys in here. All right, so yeah, I was making that distinction because it is well known that women do not like effeminate guys. Period. They don't want any type to do it unless you're their gay best friend. Okay, and I'm not trying to be a woman's gay best friend. Sorry, just not gonna happen. But there are guys don't want masculine women, and that was the reason I asked the post because I wanted to see if women would understand what guys mean when they say they don't want a strong woman. It means the masculinity that you produce when having a conversation with men. As I've said before, and I've quoted in some of my lives before, that men typically have rules that we engage with each other when we talk to each other. So we understand, hey, there's certain things we can't say to each other because it's either going to do one or two things. It's going to start a fight, or somebody's going to end up in the hospital or dead. And so men understand that. With women, it's a different story. And so this is where you get a lot of domestic violence, a lot of arguments, a lot of fights over the fact that you have an overly masculine woman. And so, Sean, you here with me? You here on the mic there?
Yeah, I got you, man.
All right. All right. So, Sean, hey, man, let me ask you a question, man. Do you enjoy a masculine woman?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Yeah. See, and that's what I'm talking about. This is another gentleman. He's not being biased or anything. He's just speaking his own truth. And I hate it when we get off into these roles of trying to group up for the pandering to one side. I'm not pandering. I don't want to pander to just guys. I want guys to answer questions and give answers based off their own truths, not mine. Because I could care less if they believe what I believe or like what I like. I like an honest answer. And so, like I said, guys, Black Knights podcast is where we love and dive into facts, not feelings, not how you feel, because how you feel is not the reality. You know, I could feel that McDonald's should give me food for free, but that's not the reality of McDonald's. With that being said, so we're going to go a couple of things. Guys, I really wanted to get in on some of the games, the mindset, the games that ladies and fellas play. So, ladies, you can chime in too. If you disagree, if you agree, go ahead and make a note of it in the comments. We're going to have it where you're able to comment with us live, so we'll be able to see it up on screen, and you'll be able to also call in. And I'm just waiting here. Let's see here. Hold on. Gotta get my phone back on. So let's see here. Nope, that's the wrong one. All right, let's see here. Who we got? All right. So anyway, this is the first. This should be the first show here, and so this show is just basically so that men and women can have these conversations. I will be having guests that come in from local areas, entrepreneurs, Black businesses, period, that want to promote their brands, and I want to help others also be able to make money in the community, be able to support their brands, and be able to shed light on where these people are at, how you can support them, and how you can help out your community by making sure you show up to one of their businesses and patronize their business. Outside of that, I also want the show to be able to just have a regular conversation. You know, sometimes we don't have conversations that are nice, and this is not about being nice. This is about being honest. And I think if men and women are able to be honest and sit in each other's face and have a conversation, I think you should be able to talk without having to holler at each other or curse each other out, but be able to say, okay, hey, I agree to disagree, and keep it moving. With that being said, we want you gentlemen out here to understand that this particular show is going to be a grassroots startup for you guys to be able to come in the comments and say what you feel without being drugged through the beehive, because we all know what that beehive will do to you if you say the wrong thing. So I'm just going to leave that right there. So I wanted to dive into the games that men and women play with each other when it comes to dating too. And so I'm just going to start a couple, and we'll get back to my Facebook post in a minute. But the number one, the look at me, but I'm not looking at you. Ladies like to play that game, and this to you fellas. Ladies like to play that game. Look at me, but I'm not looking at you. That's just a way for them to say, you know, hey, I don't want you to think I'm thirsty. I don't want to look at you too long, because if you look at you too long, it looks like I'm thirsty. Guys, hey, if she's doing that, and just look away, because it'll pique her interest. If you decide you want to look away, she then sees it as, hey, I want to pursue him now because he's not giving me that much attention, and I wanted all that attention, and he's just not giving me what I want. And so these are some of the games, like I said, that men and women play. But some of them are mostly female in nature. So the number two one is I'm not so interested. Okay. AKA chase me more. Okay. Women don't want to look thirsty. We know that. Okay. Period. Women don't want to look thirsty. They don't want to look like they're chasing you. So they will act like they are not interested. Okay. If she can't find time to talk to you or find time to set a date with you, man, don't waste your time. You know, it's okay to show interest, ladies. It's okay to show God's interest. It's okay for you to call him. It's okay for you to say that you're actually interested in him. But don't play the game of, I'm not really interested, because you're going to end up pushing him away and he's going to end up going find another young lady to talk to. Um, now this one right here, man, this is my creme de la creme. And um, you let me know if I'm wrong. If you think I'm right, you let me know. Either way, I'm going to say it. This is the invest into me game. You know, women want to men to pay for dates. They want you to rescue them. Oh, hold on. There we go. All right, men want you to pay. Women want you to pay for dates. They want you to rescue them when they need you and buy them things, and they want you to be emotionally invested into them, and some of them, even with you being all of that to them, they are giving you nothing in return. They're they won't bring you lunch to work. They won't cook you a meal, but they expect you to do X, Y, Z. With that being said, guys, if you are doing all those wonderful things for her and you're paying all this homage to her, stop now. Okay. At the end of the day, you're not helping yourself and you're not helping her understand who men are. If you're going to set that example, you're going to set a bad precedent for her when it comes to dating other men. And she's one day going to get shut down by some guy because he's not going to do the same thing. And she's going to think, if men that continue on doing so, she's going to think that that's the norm. So I would implore you guys to stop. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to invest in anybody when you're trying to get to know them. Women that typically want you to do all that stuff is they're trying to let you know that their value is higher than yours. Their value to you is higher than her value to you. And that shouldn't be. That's just crazy, because both of you are valued. Both of you bring something to the table. So both of you should invest to each other at an even pace when you're dating or when you're trying to date a person. And bear with me because I got my book here. I've got a bunch of notes that I took down before I started the show. So I wanted to make sure I got a little bit of everything in there. Because you guys are equal value. You got to understand there should be equal value between a man and a woman. There should not be a one-sided issue where the guy is doing everything, paying for dates, taking you out, putting gas in your car, paying your insurance, or paying a bill that you need paid. That is not his responsibility. That is your responsibility. And fellas, if you got a lady like that is asking you for everything, but you can't ask her for anything, you can't demand anything of her, you can't ask her for a pencil, then you need to leave. Now, I'm asking my boy here, Sean, check it out. So am I lying though?
Nah, man.
About guys just running out here paying for all this shit for women?
Simp behavior.
Yes, simp behavior. Because for me, man, you got to be doing something for me too. I'm sorry, but your vagina is not worth that much to me for me to put all that time, all that energy, and all that effort into. In the end, you might not even get it.
Absolutely.
She gonna be, hey, homie, she gonna be smashing somebody else while you deliver all the goods that she wants. And she'll talk to you and she'll show you a little attention, but what happens?
And she's gonna use it on another nigga.
Yeah, she gonna take your gifts and give it to another nigga. Hey, this is what I got today.
I did that before. The girl had a straight simp.
Yeah.
We was eating good off of it too.
Hey, man, look.
Eating good, man.
When I was married, man, my ex-wife, well, I'll put it like this. We had a game going where we were getting discounts on some certain things. And so she would play like she was my sister, so that we could get a discount, because the guy who liked her was giving her stuff at the lowest discount ever. And so I was like, hey, yo, let's keep this up. We need to get more. And guys don't understand that that's the game that's played. But what you have to understand is your value. Some of you men don't value yourselves. Some of you guys devalue yourselves when you put yourself in situations like this for women to use you. You can't blame her. She's doing her job. She's supposed to try to use you. Your job is to stop it before it even happens.
Right.
All right, and so let's see here. I'm just kind of taking value of my notes here. Um, Basically, you're saying her market value is higher, and it's not. Okay. Um, the young lady's not going to lift a finger to help. She's not going to ask you, are you hungry? If none of that is coming through, man, bro, I'm going to tell you, you're being used, and I don't know any other way to put it other than you're being used, and you need to find a girl that fits your bill, because she's not if she's not doing anything for you, why are you going out your way in your pockets just to make somebody happy that doesn't give a shit if you're happy? All right, so number 4, a delayed response game. This is the one I love right here, Sean. Delayed response game. When you text a woman and she waits 2 to 3 hours to text you back. Okay.
Hate it.
2 or 3 hours text you back. But everybody knows that on Facebook or period, a woman keeps her phone on her, right? And so if she keeps her phone on her, she knows she saw that text. She saw you come in there and write that nice little, "How you doing, sweetheart? How was your day? Just wanted to check on
Nah,
you."
you know what they'll hit you with. You'll sit there and be texting.
Yeah.
Then you'll be like, you know what? Couple hours in the past. Let me roll to the page. You go look at the Facebook statuses. They liking, sharing memes, sharing cooking shit. They can't even cook. So why are you sharing these recipes? Right?
Yeah.
But then when you go and check them, what they gonna say? Oh, I've been busy.
Yeah.
And then they hate to be checked, because when you start checking them, then they want to try to flip it on you.
Like you're
I don't
crazy.
owe you no answers.
Yes.
Oh, you right. You don't. Goodbye.
Yeah, I know that's real. Hey, man, I'm be honest with you, man. I've actually had ladies play that game with me, and fellas, I'm gonna tell you something. When you get that delayed response, man, she's telling you one or two things. That either she's not interested in you, or she doesn't want to seem available, okay, or too available. But if she waits 5 hours to respond to your text, that shit's lame, bro. Just period. If she waits that long to respond to his text, it's just her being lame. And I would suggest you guys move on. Just don't even pay attention to her. Don't give her any more of your time. Don't make any more calls. Don't ask her, "Why aren't you talking to me?" Don't ask her any of that. Just keep it moving. Women think that the more they make you wait, the less thirsty they look, and the more power they have, which is stupid, because you're going to end up losing a good guy trying to play those type of games. Because men don't like feeling thirsty either. Okay. Men don't like to sit there and keep on calling you and keep on trying to figure out if you're going to answer the phone. Fuck that.
And that's what they'll respond. I want a man who chases me. Well,
right.
1960.
I mean, but even today, even when a man does decide to chase him, then they start to play this game. Like,
I get the pursuing part.
Yeah.
But not the chasing and desperation type shit.
Yeah. Because they're going to show it to their girlfriends. Girl, look at him. Look, him keep on, him keep texting me. I ain't said nothing back. He think I want him or something. And then look, he just so weak of him to keep on doing.
But then when they do actually see you somewhere, they want to speak like they've been interested.
Hey, how you doing? I ain't seen you in so long. Where you been? Bitch, I've been at the other end of that motherfucking ghost that you put me on.
Right.
All right. So the next one I got, number 5, is the waiting game. Okay. She's never on time. And when you wait on her, she derives power from you waiting on her. Okay. So guys, you're going to have to set boundaries. Okay. If a young lady is putting you through the waiting game, say for instance, you're going out on a date and she decides that she's going to be late, and she may call you. Now, granted, guys, you got to understand this. There's nothing wrong with being a little late. There's nothing wrong with anybody being a little late. And everybody may have a valid excuse why they're late. That's fine. Okay. But however, if it's consistent every time you set a date every time I mean, even if it's a date or just a get together, if every time you hit her up and you set a date, she's late or she constantly cancels the dates on you. If she's doing that, look, man, you might as well move on, bro. You're about to waste your fucking time.
Hey, let me tell you one of these scenarios. You ever headed to where communication be so good, right? The entire day. Let's just say you got a date. You said, all right, we finna go somewhere around 7:00 tonight.
Okay.
Conversation be real good till about 3-4 p.m. Then all of a sudden, conversation stops.
Yeah.
Just enough in time for that date to pass the time.
Yeah.
Once again, you can go right back to that social media, what they doing.
Yeah,
posting
man,
and doing everything,
yeah.
but not responding, right?
Yeah.
You check them, then all of a sudden it's your fault. Or you might even just get the ghost. You might not even get nothing back, right?
Yeah. Or you're being too aggressive.
Right.
That's the one thing. That's toxic masculinity. He's being too aggressive.
So your phone had an issue 2 hours prior.
Your phone worked all day prior to that. Right. Yeah. And so I'm just telling you guys, look here, man. If she's not showing up on time or she's making all these excuses or why she keeps being late, dump her ass, man. Go for another young lady that will respect your time. I find that women that don't respect men's time, they don't respect their own time. Okay. And 9 times out of 10, they're not doing what they need to do to even attract a good guy. So those are the women that you're going to hear call men dogs, but never on time for a date. Or the bitter Bettys, as I call them. But yeah, consistent tardiness is not good. So we're going to leave that one at that. So number 6, canceling the date game either means there is no genuine interest or that you are disposable. Okay. Either she can flush you down the toilet. She doesn't care about you. You're just a shit stain. So I'm just saying, guys, canceling the date. You got to understand, you got to ask yourself these questions. The difference between canceling a genuine cancellation and a lie, okay? Because there's 2 different ones. There's a genuine cancellation where, hey, my dog ate a fucking Lego block and I had to take it to the veterinary to get the Lego out. Can we reschedule? That's a genuine cancellation. But when a motherfucker just call you and say, I can't go. I forgot that I had an engagement with a friend of mine this evening. Okay. And everybody knows that if you got an engagement prior to, you knew you had that fucking engagement prior to. There ain't no ifs, ands, buts. Those are good little white lies that some ladies try to tell and some guys try to tell. I mean, because let's be honest, guys cancel dates too.
Right.
So ladies and guys, you got to ask yourself, did they call you in advance and let you know that they couldn't come? Okay. Or did they ghost your ass every time you tried to call to make sure that your guys are meeting up on time? Did he or she apologize to you for canceling that date? You got to ask those questions.
Here's the biggest thing. I don't mind somebody canceling.
Yeah.
It's the rain check part for me. And here's what I mean.
The rain check that never comes?
If I've asked you at least once or twice to go somewhere.
Yeah.
And it's always been an excuse why you can't go, then you should be the main person reaching out to me next.
I know that's
to
real.
Schedule and say that you're free and you want my time. I shouldn't look like some little simp and keep popping up. Yeah. Hey, what about now? What about tomorrow?
Are you busy later?
What about next month?
Yeah.
Like, why should I put myself in that position of keep asking you? No, I've already made that initial offer to say, hey, I wanted to go out. I wanted to have some time. I wanted to take my time and spend it with you. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so that's just how it is. It's like, I understand once again, the chase, the pursuing.
Yeah.
But after a few times and you keep curving me.
No, there ain't chasing, pursuing. Yeah. It's now that she's getting off on the power that she has if you continuously call her back. Yeah. Because now it's not about the date anymore. It's about her ego or his ego. And so for me, like, I've had situations where I've called somebody up and said, you know, hey, you want to go out on a date, and then we set the time, and then not even 2 hours or an hour before the date, hey, can we reschedule? I got something else to do. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And then you call them back to say, hey, when would you like to reschedule? Let me get back to you.
Right.
So there's no genuine interest there. And ladies, I'm just gonna be honest with you. You need to stop saying that men, um, there are no good men, or not even so much that they're no good men, but you need to stop saying that men are are mostly the problem when it comes to dates. Because a lot of you young ladies, y'all go on dates with guys knowing you don't have any care at all to date that guy, and you know why he's putting you on a date, because he wants to actually court you. And the fact that you're going to go on a date, use his time, resource, and and his money, and just his energy, you're going to waste all that over what? A free meal?
Free meals.
Yeah, man, a free meal.
Free appetizers, free desserts.
That's a
free drinks.
That's a welfare mindset.
Yeah.
I guess if Uncle Sam is giving you food stamps, I guess you go for the guy for a free meal. Okay. I mean, hell, if you've already been trained to accept food stamps, why not trick a guy and tell him, I like you, and get that meal and get those drinks and then dip? Ladies, what I'm saying is, guys talk. And so if a guy brings your name up in a conversation, we're likely to tell another guy, yo, hey man, if you want to go with her, that's cool, but I'm just gonna let you know, man, she's not a serious candidate. She's gonna waste your time, and just look out for that. If she really is into you, she probably might talk to you, man, but she wasted my time, so I don't know what she'll do with you. But yeah, go ahead and check it out. And usually, guys, we don't have a problem with talking to each other, and we don't well, I'll get to that in a minute. So so with that being said, just prove you're a gentleman, guys. Just prove you're a gentleman. That's it. You don't have to do all the craziness, okay? Um, Allow her to play those games by herself, okay? Guys, if a woman doesn't like to reciprocate the same thing that you've done, I mean, if you've taken her out on a date and she can't reciprocate that, she can't say, you know what, let me set up a date for him so he can understand that I'm interested. Guys, I understand. And ladies, I understand. Ladies like being chased. There's nothing wrong with men being the aggressor. But you can't turn around and call a guy crazy because he's trying to hold you accountable because you wasted his time. So a lot of you won't apologize. You won't say, hey, my bad, I'm sorry. What can I do to make this up? Because you really didn't see any value in the guy in the beginning, and you were just going to waste his time. And it's fun to you until it gets done to you. So with that said, look, guys, don't let your time get wasted. Ladies, don't let your time get wasted. Guys, ghost you like that, let them alone, because they see the messages you sent them. They see the calls that you called. Let no one today in 2021 say, I missed your call. I didn't know that you called me. A day later, motherfucker. How the fuck you ain't know you telling me a day later you didn't see that nice big ass text of, hey, what's up? What's going on? Are you gonna show up for the date?
Hey, they used to be in real trouble when the little icons on Facebook used to show whether it was a computer or a mobile symbol.
Yeah.
Oh, so you use the same phone I text you on.
Right. Hey, yeah. Facebook was snitching on people too.
Yeah.
If you got an iPhone, you really fucked up. Because iPhones do a lot of snitching on you now. I mean, even Facebook's green light will get you, because you know a motherfucker's active.
Bro, you got to log all the way out.
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna tell you something. For me, man, I get faulted with that because I have two computers that are always logged in, and my cell phone and my iPad. So either way, they gonna think I'm lying. Just, nigga, you lying. I seen you was active 10 minutes ago. No, nigga, that was me hitting my phone and the screen hitting the computer.
A lot of times they don't realize too, when you get notifications on your phone, even if you don't actually open the app and you might swipe to view it,
Yeah.
in the notifications bar, it is still almost acts as if you're active.
Yeah.
And so even if you do, let's just say, go into Facebook and check the notification and get out, I don't know how much like that lingering algorithm is, where it still makes you look like you're still in there.
Yeah.
But like literally, it could be a matter of just clearing out a notification like in 2 seconds, going in to clear it out the app.
Yeah. I mean,
and it'll still just show it. You know what I mean?
I don't count it. I don't count it as active on Facebook when I see a girl active on Facebook. What I will count is if I see the last post you made was 4 minutes ago, and I just hit you up
26 minutes ago.
Yeah, and you're talking about, oh, I was at work.
Oh no, they'll upload a whole story on your ass.
Yeah, I was up at work. I mean, my grandmother came over. One of her teeth fell out, and I had to super glue that bitch back in with the new glue. And I'm like, man, okay, you just gonna lie like that for real? You just gonna put that big ass lie? But that's okay, because at the end, hey, ladies,
some be real bold though. Like I said, when they'll upload a story, it'll be a story with a whole different crowd. Be like, oh wait, you had plans with me, and you out with what?
Hey man, I had a girl do me like that.
I'm like, damn.
Tell me that we had planned this for a week and a half to go out, right? And the night before, while we're just talking randomly on the phone, no issues, we're still talking about where we're gonna go, what we're gonna do. This nigga breaks up in the conversation, in the middle of the conversation, says, I forgot I had to do something with my girlfriend tomorrow. Can we reschedule? Bitch, fuck you mean? You made me plan this shit all week. I done fucked around and changed my hours at work so I could go do this. And then all of a sudden, bitch, you in 24 hours, it wasn't even 24 hours, more like 12 hours. You change the shit up and then tell me you got something to do with your girlfriend. You're going to be doing it with her for a long time. Shit. I'm not going back with that bullshit, man. And so, ladies, I'm just going to be honest with you, and fellas too. When you do that, all you do is set a precedent in a person's mind that not to take you serious at all. All the person is thinking is, you know what? This person's unreliable. They're not truthful, and they're fickle. And nobody likes a person like that. Nobody likes a person who can't decide what they want. Okay, if you're dating other people, then say that. Say, look, you're not the only person I'm talking to. Allow that other person to be able to have the freedom to go do what they want, so they know what it is with you. Because nobody wants to feel like I'm putting all my time and energy into you, and just to find out that, hey, you're really not interested. You got other people you're talking to. Okay, fine. Let me know that so I can continue my wrath. You know what I'm saying? All right, so the other one, number 7, prove yourself to me. Why don't you like that one? Where's I wish we had the sound for Sparta. We are 300. Because let me tell you something, ladies. When you try to tell men that they have to prove something to you, or prove yourself to me as if you've proven yourself to him, when you're doing that on the first date, you know what makes a guy want to do? Just if you've seen the movie 300, where who's that? Xerxes? No, who's the guy that came, the little messenger that came to deliver the message to the 300, and he said, "Man, fuck you," and kicked him into the hole. And that's the equivalent of men's logic when you come with that type of terminology, that a man has to prove himself to you in order for you to deem him worthy to talk to you. Right? No, bitch, you gonna prove yourself to a motherfucking home, okay? Because no guy is gonna go through that shit. Nobody wants to go through that, and especially if he's not putting you through that. How many guys are telling women, prove yourself? None. Like on the first date, no guy does it. And
they come with all that emotional baggage, bro.
Yeah, nobody got to prove shit. Women put this on men as a way to say, does he deserve me? Are you serious? What are you so deserving of if I'm just fucking meeting you? I'm not gotten to test the car ride.
I still want to hear
it. There we go. There it is. Hey, put it again. There we go.
One last time.
This is Sparta!
That's what guys think when you tell a guy that he's got to prove himself to you. Are you fucking serious? We want to kick you down a hole and walk away. Because at this point, we're thinking like, who the fuck are you? Like, you're a female. And yes, I was interested until you opened your mouth and said some shit like, you got to prove yourself to me. Nobody has to. You don't have to prove yourself to that guy. He doesn't have to prove himself to you. You have to prove to yourself to each other that this is what you want, okay? Dating should not be this hard. Ladies, you guys are and I'm putting it on the ladies because ladies, you typically make it harder for men to even date you just because you ran into that fucking bum that you accepted, not the guys. You accepted the last bum you ran into because he looked good and because he was dicking you down good. And then when you found out that his fucking character was toxic, then a motherfucking toxic Power Ranger, then you got mad. And now you're trying to make other men pay for his mistakes. Same thing about you guys, man. If you guys are out there telling women that you got to show me this and show me that, man, get the fuck out of here. She doesn't. She can go choose somebody else. She doesn't have to choose you. I realize that I'm at the mercy of my own self when I talk to women. Sometimes women are not going to like my character. They're not going to like the way I talk. They're not going to like the way I approach situations or my opinions. That's fine. They're free to do that. Maybe they're just not the one for me. I can accept that. But can you accept that a guy doesn't want you after you telling him that he's got to prove himself to you? And here's the deal, Sean. They're telling you to prove yourself to them, and all they're proving is they got a body.
Exactly.
That's it. I got tits and ass. You got to prove yourself why you deserve this tits and ass. Let's be honest. This is 2021. People are fucking, okay? And let's be honest. Guys are visual creatures. We're not dating you because we think that, or we're not trying to holler at you because we think you're a fucking saint. Okay, we don't think you're Mother Teresa. We're not we don't give a shit that you went to Harvard. We don't give a fuck about your PhDs. We don't give a shit about your BA. What we give a fuck about is that ass and them titties. That's what we give a fuck about. When we see you, all that other shit comes along afterwards. The first thing that a guy sees is that ass.
But think about it though. When has it ever been cool for you to be responsible for another motherfucker's issues prior?
Right.
How come I can't come in with a clean slate? If you know you coming in with this emotional baggage, why are you even attempting, period?
To even get in a relationship. Or,
I mean, that's just like saying every chick who done did something grimy, right?
I got to blame
All
that.
of a sudden I'm coming in with a red flag and it's your first day.
Right.
Now I'm just sitting here waiting for you to fuck up.
And that's clearly, the reason why a lot of women can't date guys is because they already have preconditions about the guy, even not knowing, because they will call their girlfriends. And here's another thing, Sean. Women will fuck up other women's dates
all the time because they bitter.
What will happen is, and it's because women validate other women's ideas. So a girl can say, I like that guy. And another girl in the group will say, he's got big fucking ears.
That's why I don't do third wheel dates, man. Because now, not only am I having to fucking entertain and learn you on the first date,
I got to entertain
now I got to meet this bitch's approval.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It's not even really about impressing you. It's about impressing this friend who's going to be in your ear when I leave.
And a friend who might try to fuck me.
On the low.
Yeah. And women don't understand it because men are not as influenced by other men's opinion of who they're talking to.
Yeah,
now,
made up.
We might get a talking to where a guy's may joke on you saying, man, that's an ugly bitch you dating. You know what I'm saying? Now we may be thinking like, yeah, but she sucked dick good, so I don't give a shit.
Dead still trying to slide.
Yeah, because niggas will make excuses on the reason why I got this ugly one with me. You know what I'm saying? She sucked dick, she feed me, and she make me happy, so I don't care. Whereas,
out here, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Niggas, y'all niggas can't do. Well, I ain't asking you niggas to, but I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying?
My PS5 though.
Yeah, but guys, we typically Oh shit, I almost wasted my yak. So guys, we typically don't give a shit what another guy says about who we're trying to date. Whereas a woman, if that motherfucker say he got a big forehead and his ears are big, you know what that other woman gonna do? Yeah, you're right. Next. And then if her friend was lying, her friend's gonna wait till she's not
she
around.
Was lying. Yeah, she's gonna circle back.
She's gonna circle back and wait until her friend is gone and be like, yo, my nigga, I seen you up pushing up on my girl. She ain't like you, but I do.
Yeah, all the time, man.
And so the nigga don't care because what? Like I said, we interested in one or two things.
And then we feel the other one wrote us off anyways.
Yeah. And because now the other one will never have a chance to come back because she listened to her friend. She wrote us off. So we're like, yeah, I don't want to talk to that fucking prude. Because she basically left us hanging, left me hanging after I told her, hey, basically, I want to be able to hang with you. I want to be able to, get you out there. All right, so guys, are we gonna go to break, or are we gonna take a quick break, or what are we gonna do? All right, so guys, we're gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back. Don't you worry, and we're gonna have some more fun on these conversations. I'll go over the rest of my 10 dating tips or 10 no-nos of the games that men and women play when it comes to dating. Be right back, guys. Peace out.